Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh, and as I'm sure everybody watching this video knows, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel was released a few days ago, and I wanted to go through and make a comparison video for a few different free-to-play card games that I'm familiar with, starting with Master Duel, Duel Links, Magic the Gathering Arena, and finally YGO Omega. I'm gonna assume you're familiar with Master Duel. Duel Links is like this weird, like almost speed duel variant of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's primarily a mobile game. Magic the Gathering Arena is a way to play with recent Magic the Gathering cards online. They do have a mobile version, but it's very much focused on PC. And if you're not familiar, YGO Omega is a free-to-play, fan-made Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulator, similar to the old YGO Pro Dev Pro clients, but way more advanced with lots and lots of features. Now, this isn't exactly a perfect comparison because Master Duel is 3 days old, while Magic Arena is like 3 years old, and then Duel Links is coming up on its 5th anniversary. And then YGO Omega is a free-to-play fan-made client. So it's not a perfect comparison, but assuming you are interested in playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Digitally. So today we're just going to be talking about the economy, how easy it is to get into each of these clients, and if you wanted to build a good deck, what you would do. So starting with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, because that is where all of the hype is, everyone is super excited about this game. The economy for Master Duel was surprisingly forgiving. I was able to build a meta deck. I can show you the deck I have been playing in about 3 hours of free-to-play. I am in Platinum 1, that's the highest rank you can hit on Master Duel right now, playing this Drytron deck. Notably, Master Duel does not have side decks yet, which helps. That's 15 fewer cards you need to get. So the economy for Master Duel is primarily based around these gems, and you can buy gems for these various amounts. 50 gems for 99 cents is the base. 50 gems will get you 1 booster pack. Now, I had every intention when I downloaded this, I was spending between like $20 and $50. I wasn't going to spend more than $50 to build a deck on Master Duel, but I had every intention of spending some amount of money to get a deck on this client quickly, and I did not have to. So overall, because this game has a very convenient record of gems obtained feature, I have received 22,182 free gems so far. I've spent 18,850, and then I have 3,000 and a few hundred gems left over. Now, when you're building a deck, you're going to start in the shop. Probably there's a solo mode and you can get certain structure decks. None of them are terribly good, and you can buy either these structure decks. There is this Utopia package starter deck or a Pendulum Magician starter deck. These are 500 gems each, or thinking of 50 gems 9 cents, about $5. You can buy these up to 3 times. There's the Master Pack, which has every card in the game on it. But the most interesting part of this client are the secret packs. So if you craft a card for a specific archetype, you will unlock for a limited time a booster pack focused on that archetype. So say I crafted a Phantom Knight card, I would unlock this Indomitable Knights booster pack, which has all of these featured Phantom Knights cards. You get 8 cards per pack, and the Master Pack is just 8 of any cards on Master Duel. Now, that is very unlikely to find you the cards you want because you're pulling from over 10,000 cards. But if you unlock this secret pack, 4 of those will be from this featured cards list. And so if you're trying to build Phantom Knights or needed the Supreme King Gates for whatever reason, that would be relatively easy for you to do. To get you started, this game, again, free to play, I've earned like 20,000 some gems, but it will give you like 10,000 gems just for logging in. And there's secret packs for just about every archetype you could want to build. There's also these legacy packs, which are pretty terrible, but these are free. You get these just for dueling. So let's see, do we pull anything worthwhile? We pull a Manticore of Darkness, so not really. The other element of deck building, in addition to these packs, and I feel like this is probably one of the best trade-in dusting systems, is they have this dismantle system. Go to dismantle selected cards, say I don't want to build heroes. I can dismantle this and get 10 card points. So card points are probably the most important currency when deck building, because these let you craft any card. So I have 200 some super rare card points. So say I search for Draw Lockbird. This is a card I'm going to want another copy of. I can take the 10 card points that I just spent on the hero and get another draw. So it's not a perfect trade. You're trading in 3 cards that you don't want for 1 card that you do want. But that does make it very, very easy to build a deck. I had this whole Drytron deck built in about 3 hours on release night, and I'm about halfway to having this Tri-Brigade Zodiac deck built. So I'm still missing the Rescue Cats. I'm still missing some of the staple cards. But to have a meta deck capable of hitting Platinum 1, the highest rank you can be within not just a few days, but within a few hours. I have, looking at Steam, I have about 28 hours logged on this game, and I have about 1.5 competitively viable decks built. Now, Drytron isn't the best deck. You can build whatever deck you want. So my recommendation is figure out what deck you want and what secret packs you should be buying before you start blowing all of your gems on booster packs. But overall, this economy is very forgiving. It's extremely easy to build a deck on Master Duel, and I very much recommend checking out this game, whether or not you want to be free to play or just put in a few dollars and shortcut it a little bit. This economy was fantastic. Now, the Duel Links economy, in my opinion, is probably the worst of the games we're going to talk about today. So the Duel Links economy is based around these gems, which you can get for free to play. The rewards vary depending on events. If you're playing during the KC Cup, you can get hundreds of gems for free fairly easily. But other than that, it's kind of difficult to grind out gems. But the pack system for Duel Links is absolutely brutal. So packs come for either 50 gems or 99 cents, and then this scales up. So if you buy 30 packs, you get 300 gems plus 30 packs for $30, which these 300 gems translate to about 6 more packs. But the problem with this is these come in boxes, and there's 180 packs per box. So the problem with this is you can see all of the cards that are in the box. Say you're trying to pull Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. You want to play Burning Abyss on Duel Links. There's only one Dante in this box. So you could potentially have to buy all 180 packs just to get this Dante, which means you spend 180 and then you reset the box, and then you have to buy potentially 180 more packs just to get your second copy of Dante. And this is for 2 cards. So if you wanted to pull a playset of any of these cards, you're potentially looking at buying 540 packs just to pull a playset of each of these cards. And that is obscene when most of the meta decks on Duel Links are at least 10 to 15 ultra rare cards. And many of the Duel Links stable cards are separated out across multiple boxes. Getting playsets of cards on Duel Links is next to impossible as a free-to-play player. Other elements to the Duel Links economy are these selection boxes, which are limited time only. You don't always have access to these, and you can only buy a certain number of these with gems. This come in a box of 50 packs, and you can only buy 5 of them with gems. You have to spend real money if you wanted to keep buying packs from the selection box. Now, the selection boxes are generally better than the normal booster boxes, but it's still a brutal system. And so 50 packs in this, you can only buy 5 of them for free. You're potentially buying 45 more to get 1 ultra rare, and you have to go through and spend even more real money to buy through the next box. And these are more expensive. The last pack we're looking at was $30 for 30 packs. Now we're looking at 12 packs for $30. Crafting in Duel Links is virtually non-existent. There's this card trader that lets you turn in different jewels and gold to get a selection of not terribly good cards. Kiteroid is kind of a staple. You'll probably want to craft a Kiteroid. That's one of the only good cards you can get from the card trader. They have sort of a wild card system with these exchange tickets, but the cards you can get with these exchange tickets are extremely limited. So with this ultra rare ticket, we can get any one of these cards, and none of these cards are going to be relevant for meta deck. Fortune Ladies have come in and out of the meta. You might, if you want to play Fortune Ladies, the deck is okay. It's not great. There are these dream tickets that are better. The dream tickets have cards from packs. I think the normal tickets are usually only from specific events. And so there's lots and lots of good cards you can get with the dream tickets. But the dream tickets are handed out extremely rarely. To my knowledge, these are only handed out about twice a year. Once for every year there's a big anniversary celebration for when the game came out, or they're handed out for the KC Cup in the summer whenever the Duel Links World Championship. Other than that, it's extremely punishing to try to build any deck in Duel Links, especially as a free-to-play player. But you're still looking at, even if you're spending real money, buying hundreds and hundreds of packs just to get one playset of cards. So either you're spending real money, which is some obscene amount of money trying to pull playsets of ultra rares, or you're grinding out hours and hours of time to buy packs one at a time, which is an extremely frustrating process. Beyond that, it's just so much time or so much money put into building a deck on Duel Links. There's very little to no compensation. If a deck gets banned, you're just stuck building another deck. So the Duel Links economy, extremely punishing, extremely difficult to get into. Technically, you can grind out free to play, but it's so much time, it's not worth it, especially compared to how easy Master Duel is. If you are only playing on your phone and this is your only option, then Duel Links is a fine game. It's fun, but very, very difficult to build a meta deck on Duel Links. Oh boy, there is very little I can say about the Magic Arena economy that hasn't already been said. This is famously one of the most predatory digital card game economies that I'm aware of. Now, this is based primarily on a booster pack and wildcard system. Now, there's several other ways you can get cards through drafting, you can get cards through winning events, and you can win packs through different events that all help. But if we're talking about the economy being approachable, especially to a newer player, then winning events is not a viable option for them. So each booster pack is 1,000 gold or about 600 gems for 3 packs. So if we're looking at the price of gems, we're going to go with this $20 one that's the most popular. Now, each of these packs that you buy, let's say we buy an alchemy pack for 1,000 gold, each pack you open fills this rare wildcard wheel. So every 6 packs you open, you get 1 rare wildcard, plus whatever you pull in the pack. You can pull wildcards from the packs, but they're fairly difficult to do, so we pulled Hinterland Chef. So if we wanted to build a deck with Hinterland Chef, then we're golden, but let's assume that that card doesn't contribute to our deck at all. So we just got 1 wildcard. So for every 6 packs, which if we were looking at the money breakdown, it comes out to about 75 cents per pack. If we're looking at the most recent deck that I've been playing, this deck has 24 rares, not including the mana base. If we go to the lands, we have 21 more rares and then 8 more rares in the sideboard. So we're looking at 53 rare cards to build this deck, including the mana base and the sideboard, which comes out to 212 packs if we wanted to build this deck. Now, that does assume that we're not pulling any other cards that we wanted from the packs, we would buy packs that have the cards we need in them. But at 75 cents per pack, that's like $150 some to build this deck. Now, for playing free to play, you get daily missions, daily rewards, and then weekly rewards. Now, the weekly wins are just XP, which come along this Mastery Pass, and the Mastery Pass is okay. If you spend gems to get the premium one, you get better rewards. And there's a few packs along the Mastery Pass. But the most important and annoying part of the Magic Arena economy is these are all capped. You can only get the weekly rewards 15 times in the week, and then you're stuck waiting. I haven't played Arena today because Master Duel came out. Why would I be playing Arena? But I can only get 15 of these, and these get progressively worse. So you get 250 gold and 25 XP for the first one, and then like 100 gold for the second one, and then like I don't remember what the third one is, and like 50 gold for the fourth one. And then after that, they're just completely marginal. They don't really contribute anything. And then these can either be 500 gold or 750 gold. I would say you're making an average as a free-to-play player of about 1,000 gold per day. So 1,000 gold, if we remember looking in the store at the booster pack we bought, that's one pack. So you're getting approximately one pack per day. Remembering that you need 6 packs to get to a single wild card. Remembering that we need a couple hundred of those wild cards if we want to build a deck. So free to play on Arena is very punishing. It's extremely difficult. So the Magic Arena economy, I don't think it's as inaccessible as Duel Links, because we're looking at a couple hundred packs to build a deck compared to a couple hundred packs to get just a playset of cards on Duel Links. The nice thing I will say about Arena is if you're building a deck for Historic doesn't change all that often. Once you build a deck, it's probably going to be viable for a really long time. So you do get more of your investment back that way. And then Arena does offer some compensation for bannings. If you have a rare card that gets banned, they will give you a rare wild card back for it. So it's not like Duel Links where if your deck gets hit, you're just completely out of luck. But if there's a deck that gets hit and the whole deck isn't viable anymore and only one card was banned, your whole deck isn't viable, but you only get 4 rare wildcards to replace the playset of the banned card. So it's not as punishing as Duel Links, but it's still fairly inaccessible, especially if you're looking at a rate of around 1, and then if you have the Mastery Pass, maybe 1 to 3 booster packs per day. And this is also assuming you get to play every single day. So the problem with this daily cap is this resets at the end of every day. So if you only can play, like say on the weekends, you're only ever filling this wheel twice. Whereas someone who can play every day is filling this wheel every day. So Arena, not super accessible, especially for a brand new player. It's not as bad as Duel Links, but Master Duel is still miles above anything on the Arena economy. And finally, we have YGO Omega, the fan-made Yu-Gi-Oh simulator. And there's very little to say about the economy on Omega because it is completely free. It has TCG format, OCG format, GOAT, Common Charity, the budget format where it pulls data from TCG Player and then limits the price of people's decks. So extremely accessible. You can just download it and build any deck. I'm pretty sure they add new cards to this like every single day. So if you download this client, you can just build Sword Soul and have like the best deck in the TCG immediately. You can test with new OCG cards because it's updated literally every day. And the only thing that does cost money is you can download premium themes. So you literally can't beat playing Yu-Gi-Oh for free. If you want to play the TCG format, which Master Duel doesn't have, and not spend any money, YGO Omega is the go-to. And so where does that leave us with our final tier list? Looking at this, Duel Links gets an F. Duel Links is not accessible even if you're spending real money. Like you can't even just straight up buy a deck. You have to buy hundreds of packs. It's difficult, if not impossible, to play Duel Links free to play. Magic the Gathering Arena, I think also gets an F. I would like to give it a C. I think Magic Arena is also very inaccessible to a new player because you can't just log on and buy a deck. You're buying like a couple hundred packs at minimum to build one deck. It's not buying a couple hundred packs to get a playset of a single card bad, but it's still not good. Master Duel, I'm gonna give Master Duel an A. This might have to be revisited once we see after the release week when Konami is just raining gems on people for Master Duel, how to see how easy it is to change decks. If, say, whenever they add Sword Soul to the client, if I want to build Sword Soul, how easy that is. Where I was able to build Drytron in like 3 hours, would I also be able to add Sword Soul after that? And then see where the rewards go after you hit Platinum 1, because you do get some number of gems, not nearly as many for the missions in the solo mode, but you get some number of gems ranking up, and then once you can no longer rank up, I'm not sure what there is to do after that. And then YGO Omega in the economy absolutely gets the S tier. It's free, it has every card in the game, like the day it's spoiled, truly free to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you have any questions or any other elements of these games that you want to see compared about these clients or what I know about them, I will do my best to answer or point to a resource that can help you with that. So thank you so much for watching.